This is a town dog now back. I'm fixing to try to do another little flight in this little trouble there. I'm going to try to travel from. I'm supposed to have somebody join me today too. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can get set up to go here. I'm fixing to try to do this flight from. I'm back up here at Michigan City in Indiana. I'm going to fly back across the way I came. I'm going to go up to the coast and fly. Well, they have to go be down the coast here. But I'm going to fly over to the west and south and catch the coast and go around it. I'm going to use a couple of NDBs just so I know where I'm at around the coast as I go, and I'll have an idea how far I came. I'm going to fly by the same airport I left out from when I come up here. It'd be Gray Chicago International, and the NDB there will be 236.0, and when I pass it, then I'll know I passed that position on the lake. And then I'm going to go on around the lake. I'll be going north from there, northwest from there on around and on to the north. And the NDB at Midway, both of these are outer markers for runways. The first one's outer marker for runway 30. The second one's outer marker for runway 31 left on Midway. And NDB on it is 248, and when I pass it, I'll know I'm getting really close to the, when it passes my left wing, I'll know I'm getting really close to the Midway. I should be able to see it or be over the top of it almost by the time I get past that. So anyway, that's where I plan on doing. So let's get this thing fired up and ready to go. Get inside the plane, see what I can do with it. Here we go, inside this cockpit right here. Now I'm gonna lower the view right now, son. Lower the view a little. Really can't tell what I'm doing though until I get on in the air. Oh yeah. Tail drag is supposed to be a little high at this point. There we go. We'll stop right there for now and see what we got. Now I'm gonna turn the fuel on. It's already on, but I'm making sure. All I said is be a little mixture I said it would pull. It was already set, but I wasn't sure about that. And then I'm going to turn the pumps on, the fuel on too, and the meigs on too. Okay, everything was already on except for the power. Let's put a little power on the situation. Oh, let's see if she'll start. She did. How much fuel we got today? That thing's supposed to change and ain't doing it. Why won't that change today? Oh, I know why. I ain't turned the avionics on yet. Turn all these switches here on first, and now the avionics will work. 28 gallons, about half full. Where's the fuel pump here? I've probably got a plan, but still there's a fuel pump here somewhere, I think. See, when I stopped here, the fuel pumps, maybe it wasn't, I don't know. I don't see it. I was thinking I passed fuel pump, but maybe I didn't when I come in here. 28 gallons, a lot of fuel, plus I can stop if I have to. I'd rather not have to, but well, if that's what I got left for coming up here, I'll just take it all to get back. But 41 gallons what this thing holds. Well, next thing I gotta do is fix my joystick. I love this. Loses this connection. It forgets where it's at, and it don't work to do it here. I gotta go back to Windows to do it. Let's see right here. Let me see, device, printers and devices. If I don't go to here, Flight Sim won't pick it back up. He won't recognize it. Still ain't the right place over something. Joystick. It's the right place. What am I doing wrong? Come on now. Oh, it says right there. Still ain't what I want. Game cut right there. It is. Okay, here it is. I knew it was somewhere around here. Alright, properties. Right there, test. Let's do this calibration thing. We don't have to do it all probably. Well, at least I'll have no step to do it. Next. We'll go this way all the way around. And then we'll go next. Do the slide. Go next. And the rotation. A little slower. Joystick getting bad, I guess. A little slowing in that switch. Do a finish. Now it should be over here. You have to go back and find it. Nope, it works now. It loses the fact that it's there. Leave it hooked up all the time. Sitting there not flying it. Now we got this going, we got that going. Okay. Let's turn this thing around. I could fuel search a little bit while I'm waiting to see if somebody shows up. Here we go. What's down there? Nothing. See if they between these buildings. There's some more buildings to the other end. I think fuel. I've been on the fuel pump here before. I know I have. I created a flight on it once. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. Well, I don't see it there no more. Let's taxi down to the end and see what we got. We'll cross the runway here. Wouldn't mind having a full tank of fuel when I leave here. People can fly in here all they want to. If they get involved with messing with my plane while I'm flying this video, I will kick them. They're welcome to fly. And I don't care if I'm flying around me. Just don't fly over me and around through me while I'm at any time, especially when I'm recording. That'll cause you to get kicked by the craziest thing I know of. And having a name that's plumb stupid might get you kicked too. I think I see the fuel pump. Pretty top this thing off. We'll take off that way. But from here, the lake will be west, mostly west of us. I know it'll go southwest around the lake. Let's get ready to fill this thing up. There's a pump right there. What's it over yonder? What I was looking for the pump ain't it. But here it is on my left here. What I was looking at, something at the end of the woods. defect in the scenery, I think, now. Let's go right over here. Like I say, once we get ready, we'll set up our NDB for our first one. We'll fly past those two NDBs. Neither one of them is where we're going, but they're both between here and there on the side of the lake. Off the side of the lake. As long as we stay on the lake, we'll know when we pass them before we have processed around the lake. How far we've traveled. Stop right there. We'll check our fuel. It says 41 gallons. We're full. I'll turn this thing around without running over the building again. If I ain't careful, it's not to turn it over right here. Actually, today it looks like a little more tipsy than usual. It's always tipsy. Go up here at the end, we'll turn this thing around. I guess go ahead and take off. Oh, I got some fans and stuff in the background running. I forgot about that. They override that mic pretty heavy. Let me get up and shut everything down. I forgot all about that. I hear it, but it ain't as loud as me as it is that mic. Sound like jet engine in that mic, I know. Mic picks up real well. Let's go right there. And I'm gonna stop right there and lock the brakes that I ain't supposed to have. Then I'm gonna get up and shut everything down. Be right back. Alright, I'm back again. And I guess we're ready to go, except for I need to set up some NDB. We'll take, I'm going to pull a radio stack up right here. And the first NDB is 236, I believe I said. Yeah, 2360. So let's get that down there to that. That's 2360. Or that may be on, probably on as soon as I get in the air, but I'll fly until I pass it and then we'll set up another one. I'm going to set up a couple things so we can tell which direction we're going. And if I fly outside the plane, I can use that right there for all the help. So I keep my attitude close enough not to stall it out. Alright, I'll cut this thing right here down out of my way. And the gold needle on the right above the horizon is the one the NDB will be on. So that's one we'll be watching, and when it goes around to that, well I said 3, but when it comes around to straight across to my left, left of the gauge, that's when I'm going flying by it. In there, or we'll be just in a minute. Alright, now we can maintain flight. Once that tail comes up, it's plenty of fly. I'll trim a little bit. And I want to go west. Let's take off to the south, west to my right. Uh-oh, look at that. I flew across front of that. 18, or 15, something. A Blue Angel. Didn't even know it was in the world. Now we're going to go west over here to the lake. Alright, the NDB is on. Saw it come up. And we're going to go around the lake to the south and west until we get to the bottom of the lake, and we'll go west across it and back up the north side. What we got out here? We got something right on the lake. Let's look and see what that is before we leave. See that little, that may be a boat. We're gonna see what this is before we leave this area. That highway goes straight to it. Trying to trim this thing higher and it's getting lower all the time. Come on. I think that's about it right there. Maybe a dozen or two. Let's go in and see what this pole sticking up is before we leave here. While I turn that air conditioner off, I got a cup of coffee, so you're probably gonna hear me gooping it on it. Okay. What we got up here now? It's the lake. Let's see what we got going. What's a big building? I went back to the north a little bit, but I wanted to see what this was. I didn't have to go that way to get to the lake. About 030 now, roughly. Or 300. What that is, we'll head off down the lake. I'm here, but I still don't know what it is. But yeah, I do. It's a little factory. That's the way they predict little manufacturing factories. I hear another plane. There he goes now. I can't say he flew through me because I actually cut in front of him. Now we're going to the west. We're almost at the bottom of the lake when I got here. I knew that already, but slightly southwest. I knew it was going to be not too much. We're going to fly till that NDB over on the right passes. Once we pass it, we'll set the next one up. I'm flying that plane. Maybe watch the video too. I sort of doubt it, but it might be. Ain't that many people know where I'm at. Ain't nobody said nothing on the chat since I started this morning. All that was already there. got nothing for range and distance on this thing, so just fly along, see what we got. See another little era coming up with some buildings and stuff. It ain't a long ways back to that Chicago International. The way I flew out was a little further because I went down across, but I'm coming back this way across is closer. I hear him again. At that time he flew through me. If he don't read, that's his fault. One more time through my plane, I'm gonna shut him off the simulator for now. That time was intentional. This time I couldn't be sure if I didn't cause it. Get this thing zoomed out a little bit. As far as it goes, I thought I had it zoomed in. Along the lake. Oh, here we go. Intentional. See there? Totally intentional. He didn't, but he tried. He missed already. He didn't fly through me. Make sure I know who he is. Pretty sure it's that guy right there, not the other one. He'll probably come back, but he's got that to do. Comes back to Chetwinder. He should see it. He should still have that message on him if he don't go plumb out. Well, where are we? Still here, going down the lake a little bit. We hadn't crossed over yet. Still going southwest slightly. Some more little factories out there on the edge of the lake. Like about 4 buildings or all 5 buildings are in that one little area. Industrial park of some kind. Now what I'm running is Steam FSX, more or less vanilla they call it. Vanilla, but it's not. I got a little bit of that on, but very little. Like Megfield was added where I'm headed now, but only the airport, nothing around it. Ain't nothing else. Maybe a little block there right around close to it. Not the whole scenery area. And I've only got a very few add-ons. Now what I did have Flight 2020 pre-ordered, but I canceled that because I'm still going to buy it, but I didn't know when I pre-ordered it was going to be on Steam also. I'm probably going to get it on Steam instead of getting it straight from Microsoft. So that's the reason I canceled it. But there's another little factory sitting out there by itself. Grass a little greener over there. That gray spot to the left in front of me there. It's almost dead in front of me. It's probably where that airport's at. There we've got the marker. We'll pass by it, we'll know. It's still starting to bleed over a little, like it could easily be that right there. The needle's starting to come over just a little as I maneuver around the bottom of this lake. Get on toward the west now, we get to the bottom of the lake. As we pass by over there around that airport, we'll be starting to head north. Northwest. Actually west-northwest. Yeah, I gotta remember everything's upside down now. That's why I'll fly this thing into the ground. Not real sure to handle it upside down. I think it will. I think I've done it a few times already. Got my seatbelt on, didn't I? Fall out. Actually, a harness, I imagine. Anyway. Got my shoelaces attached to the pedals. Can't fall out. I don't think they got too much out here in the lake to see. I don't see no boats at this point. When I get up around Megfield, maybe a few boats somewhere. See any out here. See some little white caps here now, look like. Uh-oh. Getting on down. Now we approaching minimums. Now we can see them waves. Minimums. Where's my shadow? Where's my shadow?
100.
Should create a shadow before we hit the water.
50,
there it
50,
is.
50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 30, 20, 20, 20, 10, 10, 10.
With two shadows, reflection and a shadow both. Get up back, get up back. That's first I've seen a reflection and shadow both. I know what it is. I'm running John Best also, and I bet one of those out of one, one's out of the other. Sometimes you can get a ghost where you have two planes Could be what's happening. Both planes are together and they're not staggered. Usually they'll stagger though while you're moving. Alright, we are coming around Chicago Gray International, or Gray Chicago International. Because the deal is moving over to the left more. Like I said, when it gets all the way around straight out to my left, I am past an airport. It's actually the outer marker to runway 30, I think, on this one. Oh, this one maybe. Yeah, this is runway 30, the other's 31. I believe that's right. Yes, this one's 30. The next will be runway 31 on Midway. Outer markers, what the NDBs are that we're utilizing. And it's getting warm in my room again. Turn that air conditioner off, stop the sound. I've got air on, but not window unit in this room. This room gets warmer. The big unit don't take this room, cools it up too. I don't hear it running right now, it might be. Okay, we're passing the airport right now. That's probably it from my left wing I'm coming upon. Outer markers on this end of it, so it'd be just before you get to it. Alright, we're passing it right down. Shut there somewhere. I see a tower behind me there. No. I see a couple of radio towers out there. Which one of them could be it? Anyway. Should be something a little different. Anyway, we're passing it right now. It's right on my left wing. We are now headed to the next NDB. Let's see if we can get it set up. The next NDB was 248.0. Bring this up. I don't have but one. Oh, went to 5. I didn't want to go to 5. That's what I got again there. 248 right there. And it came on. It's already on. I'm going to turn that off right there. Anyway. It is already on. It shows it to be out across the lake because this goes around behind it a little bit. It comes around. Anyway. I see something like that, but it's too far out, I believe, for what I'm looking at. Anyway, let's go on around this way right here. And back our way around to Midway, the NDB. There's another factor in a little. There's 3 factors here on the man. One sitting out on that little spot of ground out there in the water. Wrong way. Once I turn upside down, I got to reverse my control with my mind. That's to dive into the water.
1,000.
I see. Big city of Chicago up there. Cloud reflections, I see those.
$500. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 40. 30. 20. 20. 10.
Better get back there before it gets to the edge of the coast. Get back over this way, around the edge of it. Midway is still across the water from here, across the corner. Some more pictures up there. What's this here? Like a nuclear tower, maybe. There's something over there. Maybe just a tall building. From here, I can't tell. Oh, it's a tall building put out there. I'm not going that far out, away from the coast. Don't believe it's a tower though. Right, where are we? Well, the needle is starting to show a little bit of movement there as we come around. This airport's a little further away from the coast, I think. It's still within range of signal. While ago when I landed, I think lose it. They picked it. I knew I would get too low. It gets blocked pretty easily. By the time we pass that midway, we should be in sight of, or in fact, I may even see it now. In sight of, or almost over midway. That's three gonna set them that second one up, so it tell me I was just about there. Even though flying out here along this coast, I'm not likely to miss it. I know it's installed because I've seen it on the map. It ain't lost it. I put it in quite a while ago. I put it in and put Hong Kong back in because they took the old Hong Kong, they took the navigation off of it. So I put it back in to have the navigation back on it. When I fly around the world, so that's one of my stops is Hong Kong usually. I go to Turkey and Hong Kong. Hawaii, maybe hit Tokyo and then Hawaii, or Midway and Hawaii. Midway's one I have to land it without electronics. It's got a directional, but it ain't got anything to guide you down. And it actually ain't dead on the airport. It's a little bit to the east of it. I believe. Almost on it though. You pretty well fly straight into it. By the time you get to it, you hit the runway pretty easily. As long as it ain't too dark or bad weather. And go Hawaii back into. Usually I go to San Diego. Alright, the needle on the right, the golden needle is halfway across there now. We're coming up on that airport. As we make this turn right here, it'll bring it around more too. See the airport off to my left out there now, Midway. So as we come past it, I also see the Pappies on Big Peel. There is, but they're on. Set this thing down on Big Peel if I can. May find a place to park it. The needle's coming on around about 30 more degrees. I'm gonna be by the road top of Mayfield by the time that gets around there. I knew I'd be closer over the top of it. Get a little lower now. The view down a little more. Control and Q moves the view and the Q's also sound reason. I cut it a while ago. Did the Q by itself turn the sound off. Now we got it coming into Magfield. Trim down just a little, that's too much. Nose falling by itself.
2500. 1,000.
All right, now you're getting too low. That's right, get your wheels wet before you get there.
500.
That's right, I'm trying to look around the corner of the side, slipping into the water. Ain't a good idea, so I quit that.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 10.
Down. Back over towards the center of the runway a little bit. There we go. Good enough. Alright, let's ease them out here. Scenery looks better here than it did in Night Flights around 98. Quite a bit better. Brighter. The dome right there is brighter. More of it. Alright, let's see what's over here. Got a bunch of boats in the harbor over here. Got them on the inland bay to keep them out of the dangerous storms, probably. Looks like I see another fuel station. We're gonna park right here. We're about to fuel later. We can see how much we work though. See if that 28 would have done it if we got under 7. We'll have to have under 12 before we will run out. I think we still got more than that, to be honest with you. Let's see what we got. Oh, we still got 37. We didn't use, but we got one. We've done good. I had plenty of fuel. Turn these right here down. Bring this down. That'll stop that. Turn that off. That off. Turn the power this way off. Alright, I'm going to push the mixture back up. If you forget to put that up and you crank it, that thing liable to turn flips with you. Something a little ridiculous, but it'll do it. Sure will. That's a FSX thing, that's not just a plane. Okay. Here we are at Megfield, a little box fire truck there, so a little bit. That ain't real good tech. But all that out there looks good. Down the stadium looks a little fuzzy. The rest of it looks good. Well, that's it for me now. This $10, I'm going to bye-bye, and I'll do another flight or a hunt or something next day or so. I had never tried to broadcast Daisy. I played it a little. Well, I played it a while. Got to where I was doing a little better, but not good at it. And I about halfway give up on it. I went back to it. I'd have to almost learn all over again now. It's been 2 months or more since I played it, probably. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be going bye bye. I'll catch y'all.